guest today, Mountaintop Music Center, Judy Kennedy joining us on the set. Good morning, Judy. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine.
So nice to meet you. We've also had some other green room chat going on for a while. You guys have a lot going on at the Mountaintop Music Center.
We do. More and more all the time.
It is more and more all the time, because I remember, how long has Mountaintop been around?
It's over 20 years. It's about 25 years now, yeah.
Wow.
You know, it started in one room, and the teachers went out to all the schools and taught in the schools. And now, you know, as you just mentioned, we have a new building that we're trying to renovate in Conway Village. So it's very exciting. It's been a big growth swing for this organization.
It has been a big growth swing. And you mentioned the theater building, and if folks don't know, the Majestic Theater is what it used to be known as.
That's
and
right.
You guys, you're going to keep that name?
We're going to keep the name, yes.
You guys have been renovating that now for a year, 2 years?
We bought it about a year ago.
Okay.
Yes, and actually we have all the plans done, but we're in a big capital campaign right at the moment, and it will take us a while to raise the money to do all this. We're going to do this right, and we're going to do this really in very top quality construction and all. So
let's give some potential donors, you know, a little impetus to call in, because what does Mountaintop do?
Well, Mountaintop is the local community music school. We teach over 400 or touch 400 students every week, and we are the only music school for 50 miles around. So
That's
in
amazing.
either direction. So we are a community music school. And we do lessons, and we do performances and concerts for the public.
Yes, and this summer, so I got the notes when you were coming in about what you wanted to talk about. I was shocked how many concerts you guys are putting on this summer. This isn't the complete list even.
No, that's right.
Because you have potlucks going on.
We can't get it on one
Fridays,
page.
I know. So let's talk a little bit about this summer. Starting on, let's see, June 5th, tomorrow, Pops Around the World.
That's right. That is our community orchestra. We have a community orchestra. All community members, sometimes a special artist will come in to solo or something of that sort. But this is the annual Pops concert, and it's going to be Pops music from all around the world. Turns out, you know, Arthur Fiedler started all this in Boston, and that has sort of taken off all around the world.
Wonderful.
And so this will be music from different countries.
Okay, this is conducted by Chris Norse. It's going to be at the Barnstormers in Tamworth, and I like the price on this because so much. Anyways, $10 per person and $20 for a family at the door.
Yeah. And that's just a suggested donation. We consider our orchestra concerts really to be free concerts. We want everybody to be able to come, so you can pay whatever you really want to pay and what you can afford.
Wonderful.
So.
Now, let's move on to June 12th. It's a Sunday. It's a concert of original compositions by Ken Turley. It's going to be at the Freiburg Academy's Gibson Music Hall, and that's on Bradley Street in Freiburg. And again, a suggested donation of $10 per person goes to that. And then Aztec Two-Step, John Poussette Dart Band, and that's on July 3rd, which is a Sunday. I remember seeing Aztec Two-Step from... Well, it was down in Newport. I don't even know, I'm sure they've done the Newport Folk Festival, but I saw them at the Blue Pelican in Newport, Rhode Island, and I love them.
Yeah, they are really fabulous, and they were a very, very popular band from around here, as the other one is too, the Poussette Band. This is something that Stone Mountain Arts Center is doing as a benefit for Mountaintop.
Great.
Carol Noonan over there has been really very generous to us.
And a wonderful musician in her own right.
Absolutely, and so she is really helpful. This is a benefit, and we will benefit from this, and our building fund will benefit from this. So.
Great. And that's over in Brownfield. More information about Stone Mountain can be found online. It's $50 per person because it is a fundraiser for the Mountaintop Music Center. Right. Okay, and do you want to go through the whole list real quick, or do you want to pick a couple that are near and dear to your heart?
Well, I would just say that we're going to do a couple of home concerts. We're kind of famous for our home concerts series, and this is an opportunity to see some pretty spectacular properties in the valley.
Yeah.
And to enjoy music and light refreshment and all of that.
That is so cool.
We're having one is up on Hurricane Mountain Road on top of the mountain that has views of all of Cranmore, and we have a couple of twin saxophone players, twin men, that are coming to play a concert. They're from the New York area, the Anderson trio. They bring
Peter
a
and Will
guitarist.
Anderson.
Yeah.
Huh, that is amazing. $30 to $5 per person. July 17th that's a Sunday. It's going to be at a private home in Bartlett. That's
Right.
so cool.
Yeah.
And then the other one is Adler and Hearn.
And they are from Texas, and they play country and western, folk, a little bit of jazz, and that's going to be up in Jackson, and that's also in July. So.
Okay, and that's July 29th, which is a Friday. And then one other one that we should mention, the Rock and Roll Home Concert. Chad Cummings Brazen Cane Band and the Riley Parkhurst Project Band, which I know the Parkhursts have been very involved with the Mountaintop Music Center.
That's right.
Riley and Dan.
And Lynn is
Lynn
on
too,
the board.
Yeah. Oh
so
my gosh, she is.
That's right. Yes,
Wow.
Lynn's on the board, and this is going to be at their house.
Oh,
Chad
cool.
is our rock instructor, our guitar instructor,
Uh-huh.
and so it's going to be his professional band. Is coming, as well as probably a lot of his students, and
Great.
then
And they
Riley,
have quite a
and-
spread too there, which is nice. The big lawn with
Yes.
the deck off of it.
right, and it's going to be outside.
Wonderful.
So it's going to be good. We've not done this ever before, and so,
So much
I'm
fun.
looking forward to that
Yeah.
because I think it's a great opportunity for a lot of our students to both come and play and participate. So it should really be a big, fun family event. I
Great.
think Chad is
Now,
really quite
I was
wonderful.
going to say, can you bring your own grillables? I mean,
I don't know. That's a good idea.
Maybe a
We
little
haven't-
hibachi.
we haven't quite gotten that
That
far
would be
yet.
so much fun. August 28th is the one for the Rock and Roll Home Concert at the Parkhurst Place in Conway. So that would be cool. And then the first Friday of every month, let's mention this. The Majestic Concert Cafe on Main Street in North Conway Village. It's going to be at noon. It's a 1-hour faculty and friends concert.
That's right. In fact, it was just yesterday.
Yeah.
And these have been really full houses every time. We've been doing this since the beginning of the year, I guess last fall we did some of these too. And you just come at noon, you bring a brown bag lunch, and you listen to music for an hour, hour and a
love it.
half. And yesterday it was Ken Turley and some of his students and some
bummed
of
I
his
missed it.
and some of his original music then too, in sort of preparation for this concert coming up over at Freiburg in another week. So,
Well,
so
fantastic.
it's a little preview of some of the things they might do in Freiburg.
Great.
And,
That's awesome. And more information, of course, online at mountaintopmusic.org. And before we wrap this up, let's talk about the regular music programs that I thought you were going to talk about originally.
Oh.
Because you're known for your lessons. As you mentioned, you guys have been around for a long time teaching in schools, but you also give private lessons as well as
Lots of
small
private
group
lessons.
with a variety of topics, music exploration, group guitar, jam band, vocal intensives. They have keyboards, hand drums, kids rock camp,
That's
all
right.
sorts of things going on.
I should mention one thing that I think adults, both visitors and locals, have really enjoyed, and hopefully more will come too, this summer too. Mike Sakash, who heads up the music program at Freiburg Academy, does a jazz history class all summer long. There are six
history
classes, and this is going to be on the 70s, jazz in the 70s in America, or around the world, I guess, too.
Really?
And my husband and I have been taking those every summer, and this is really fun. If you like jazz, this is a really interesting, he's a fabulous lecturer. He plays live music, he plays recorded music.
Oh, this is so cool, Judy.
And that will be in, those of you who remember the Majestic building and the small theater there. The small theater is still intact, of course, and so the jazz history classes are held there because we have the big screen to be able to see the performers and see some of the great classic jazz artists.
Wonderful.
During jazz history class.
So a lot going on.
A lot going on.
Of course, you're going to need more information. And if you'd like to make a donation, straight up cash is always welcome. Mountaintop Music Center, they do a lot for the kids and the adults. We know what music does for you. It's such an important part of brain development and also a social aspect to it too when you get out and you play with other people. So you can find them again at online, mountaintopmusic.org, or call them at 447-4737. Is there anything else you'd like to get out there, Judy?
Well, I think we've pretty well covered
Yeah,
it,
so just
actually. So
don't forget
that's
the
good.
Pops going on
Pops
tomorrow.
come tomorrow. I think I just heard on your observatory discussion that it's going to rain tomorrow, so it's a great
Inside.
afternoon. Come see the Pops at the Barnstormer and see beautiful Tamworth Village and the
The
Barnstormers,
Lyceum's
which is
right there.
Yeah,
they have great beverages and all sorts of stuff and foods going on there. But again, Sunday, tomorrow, June 5th, 4 p.m. is the start time. When
That's right.
can they get in a little early, or is 4
Oh yeah,
p.m.?
we'll be
Okay.
open, 3:30 or something like
Okay,
that. So
great.
yes, they can come early, and we'll serve a little light refreshment and intermission, and usually it lasts about an hour and a half, so
Great.
total. So.
Well,
yeah.
Judy, it was a pleasure to meet you, and thank you so much for all you do for music here in the Valley. Mountaintop Music Center is located right down in Conway, and again, they're renovating the Majestic Theater and the corresponding cafe next door, correct? Is that part of it?
The whole building.
The whole
We
building.
bought the whole block, actually.
Wow.
And we will move the music school into the top floor of the building probably in about 2 years.
Oh, wonderful.
And then the retail space below the cafe and all will be open. Actually, these things will be open earlier than that, probably.
That's great.
And then the Majestic Theater in probably take 4 to 5 years before we can renovate
Well,
that.
we'll look forward to seeing the progress on that. Thank you again,
Yeah.
Judy, for joining us.
Okay, thank you for having us.
All right, Mountaintop Music, you can find out more about their concert series, their lessons, and they have a whole lot going on all summer long and beyond at mountaintopmusic.org. Oh, did I get that right? Mountaintopmusic.org.
.org. .org. I always forget
All
it
right,
too.
folks, we're going to take a quick break. More Watch and Win. We have another look at the weather forecast for the Mount Washington Valley as well. Don't go away.